Gareth David Lloyd, Yanta from Torchwood. You're watching Dr. Freedom.
Evening, kids. Dr. Freedom here with you. Time for a little bit of Doctor Who news. So far, all the filming that's been going on is still all inside the studio. As far as I know, they're still working on 11. Then they're going to finish that up probably very soon. Then they'll go into series. Then they're going to go back. They're going to do episode 9, and then they're going to come back and do the final episode, which is episode 12. So they're in the first part of the series finale right now. As far as we know, 11 and 12, are two-parters. Is a two-parter, very sorry. And for some reason, they're going to do 9. And originally, 9 was slated to be done last, which is very interesting. So, and also, from what we've heard, episode 9 will be the one that's being done by Mark Gatiss. So, interesting way they've, decided to divide up the blocks. But, hey, it happens. It's due to, location availability, actor availability, and whatnot. Now, the other big controversy that was going on is the fact that it appears that from what we've seen, Jenna Coleman's already looking for other roles. That one is Queen Victoria, which would have started filming in September. Now, that's when the Christmas special is going to be filmed. And if she had landed the lead actress role in that, which is the lead role is Victoria, there's no way she was going to have time to get away from that to go be in the Christmas special. So we got to wonder, is she leaving and how is she leaving? So that's one I'll leave for you guys to ponder until I get something more concrete, which is very, very hard to come by. Series 9 has been a total clampdown, and the reason being is because of the debacle that happened last year. Not to mention all the stuff that was getting thrown around during the 50th anniversary year. So security is extremely tight. Nobody's talking, and I just got to wing this as best I can with the data I have available. And another thing that's been ticking me off lately is the outbreak of old articles that people are sticking back up on like Facebook and other social media. It's like, why are you revamping old data for crying out loud? It's like all you're doing is confusing the heck out of somebody. Like, unfortunately, we had the passing of the one actress the other day, and then somebody put up that Sherman Hemsley had also died. It's like Sherman Hemsley died back in 2012. It's like, don't they even check the dates on some of these things anymore? But oh well, that's what happens. You've heard enough of me ranting on and on about that. But here we go. I'll show you what little I do have, all right? Which, like I said, I have to break it to you, is not much. All right, no way of what's going on. But we did have some interesting stuff going on. There we go. Through the magic of Zoom, I bring you. This new image was released by BBC, and this is for apparently Magician's Apprentice. Some are saying this is Born to Save the Universe, blah, blah, blah. And it's a very interesting image. I thought it's very nice, very well done. If you want to get it, it's sitting right here on Doctor Who TV. Not Doctor Who TV, but Doctor Who News. I'll pass you the link, don't worry. Okay, next up, this is very interesting for you Big Finish folks, but this is a character that briefly appeared on the main show. Lily Arwell returns in the Churchill years, and Big Finish is delighted to announce the return of Holly Earl to the world of Doctor Who in this box set, which will be released in January of next year. Now, Holly first appeared as Lily in Dr. Widow and the Wardrobe, where she aided Matt Smith, in rescuing her brother, and that was that whole knockoff of Narnia thing. And she's now her character is now working as a nurse for Winston Churchill, who's going to, of course, be played again by Ian McNeice in his twilight years. And Lily will find herself helping to overcome an alien incursion in the Chartwell Metamorphosis, the climactic story in the Doctor Who Churchill years box set. Now, Lily is one of the many characters from the new series of Doctor Who, which producer David Richardson was keen to use in the first wave of Big Finish's new range. Quote, if we've learned one thing from nearly 52 years of Doctor Who, it's that meeting the Doctor transforms people's lives. And Lily's life has been changed by the events of that Christmas episode. And what follows is she is called in by the Doctor to help a friend in need. Lily is one of the great companions that might have been, and here she gets a chance to rise to the fore and fight an alien menace. So, looky, we're going to dump in a side character. But nah, I'm like joking. So, I'm really liking what they're doing with Big Finish, where they're combining it now with the new series. Because you're going to have that whole series where aliens who have appeared in the modern Doctor Who series are now going to be appearing with classic Doctors in the Big Finish range. That's coming up as well. So, I'm really loving the fact they're doing this. It makes plus we got River Song going back into a Big Finish audio. And she's going to be appearing with Paul McGann, the 8th Doctor. So, love this stuff. Okay, Doctor Adventures issue number 5. Okay, this is the 5th edition of the new version that's being put out, I believe, by Panini. This is going to be released on the 13th of August, and this is all you got going on in this issue. If you want to go ahead and take a look, see what to expect, here it is. This will go on sale the 13th of August at £3.99, and here's some preview images and whatnot if you want to go take a look at them. Interesting little comic ditty here with y'all going on with Peter Capaldi's Doctor. All right, jumping over to Kasterborous, and once again that brings up that dreaded subject. But I thought this has actually been going on for a little while, but this is one I didn't really go into before, but I added on since I have the time. Okay, now it's clear how Stephen Moffat feels about the conservative government's green paper putting the BBC itself into question. And this is what he had to say about it. Quote, "I think what's going on is outrageous. It's absolutely terrible and wrong and ill-conceived. It staggers me that we've got a government that got elected and decided that the main problem with Britain is our national broadcasting. Does anybody think about that? They must have something more important to do. The trouble is, it's an oddity, the BBC, to say the least. It's an extraordinary oddity is that it's so good. You don't ordinarily have a national broadcaster that is that amazing. If we switch it off, we don't know how to put it back on again, and everything will be less good. To damage that for temporary political gain is vandalism of the worst kind. You could look at the BBC's philosophy. You could look at the fact that somehow from the work of those early pioneers, it became a beacon of quality, not just for Britain, but for the entire world. And if we allow basically the Tories to turn off the people that are criticizing them, to which is what is happening, I can't see how we'd get it back." Now, a lot of people wonder why I'm going into this, because remember, without the BBC, you wouldn't have Doctor Who. You wouldn't have all these many other amazing programs that have come up over the many years the BBC's been around. That's very significant. That's history. And if you take it away, that means all these other programs, they'll just sell them off for the money. And I won't go into that whole lecture again, but I think it's just a rather important subject, and you should be keeping on top of it, especially you folks over there, you're the citizens of Britain. This is very, very important. This is British culture that's being broadcast worldwide, and it touches people across the world. You can't let this fall apart. You can't let them take this away. So please stay on the ball with this. Okay, back off the political agenda. Sorry. This was an interview with Peter Capaldi that was done at San Diego Comic-Con. I read over it briefly, and it was just posted up again today. And I thought maybe you guys want to go take a look at it, especially now that we got the time to do it. And it's very nice interview, very well structured. I hope y'all just give it a quick look. And lastly for today, Matt Smith transforms into Prince Philip as he joins Claire Foy on the set of it's set in London for the new TV drama The Crown. Now here's a guy who's had a very amazing career thus far after he's left Doctor Who as well, and I figure you guys, who are fans of Matt Smith, may want to go take a look at this. If you're interested in seeing, hey, what's he up to these days besides doing Terminator? Well, here he is looking pretty weird, especially in, well, come on, it's Matt Smith. He always looks weird. But okay, that's all I got for you today. And like I said, I myself, I'm sitting here scratching my head. I've been digging everywhere I can. As I said, nobody's talking. Nobody's giving any feedback because I think, frankly, they're just scared. They've had the bejesus scared out of them. I don't know if it's Cockney Ninja Special Forces MI5. I don't know who's up to it, but it's going on, man. Nobody's talking to Dr. Freedom anymore. I'm kind of lonely. Oh, I got Freedom Monkey to keep me company. Oh, sorry. But I'll keep soldiering on. And once again, a reminder, Omega Files this weekend's going to be Downtime, which was another one of the real-time independent things. This one featured Nicholas Courtney as the Brigadier, Liz Sladen as Sarah Jane Smith. Deborah Watling as Victoria Waterfield. Some interesting past companions coming back for an adventure. And if I remember right, the main villain on this one's the Great Intelligence. Forgive me, it's been a couple of years since I watched it. The last couple of weeks have been really, really busy, and I do plan on sitting down and giving it a good couple of watches before we get to it this weekend. But until then, until tomorrow, guys, like I said, I'll keep my ears out, keep my eyes open, and that's the best I can do for now. And Once I get anything and it's something I can confirm is true and factual and not complete and utter bullshit, I'll pass it on to you. But until then, take care. Ta-ta. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Night-night.